concussions are often defined by the subjective experience of the individual. We know that it involves some sort of hit to the body or to the head that causes the brain to move rapidly inside. And afterwards, people often show symptoms like headaches, nausea, dizziness. But understanding what's truly wrong with the brain is actually an unknown. It's often called the unseen injury. The number of concussions worldwide exceeds that of any other neuropathology. And people are really worried about how this is going to affect their quality of life later on.
My name's Taylor, and I'm a master's student at the University of Victoria in the Division of Medical Sciences. The purpose of this study is to investigate any long-term cognitive and neuropsychological effects of repeated mild traumatic brain injuries. Currently, the literature mainly focuses on the acute time point after injury, so what's happening days, weeks, sometimes months after impact. Less is looking at what's happening months and years after impact, so that's where we're hoping to look at.
Participants are 35 or older and may or may not have a history of concussion. They come into our lab for a baseline neuropsychological assessment, followed by 10 sessions of NeuroTracker. NeuroTracker is a cognitive training tool associated with attention, memory, and other brain functions critical to cognitive health. Following training, participants come back for an additional neuropsychological assessment, allowing us to compare pre- and post-training scores.
Neuropsych testing is a way to measure specific cognitive abilities in a standardized way so we can see where a person's cognitive strengths and weaknesses lie. For this specific study, it lets us know where someone's baseline thinking skills are, and then after they do the NeuroTracker training, then we can see at the end when we test them again if their cognitive skills actually change and were impacted by that training.
Concussions are a significant reality. Being aware of them and helping any sort of research or anything to progress the field and to help us understand how better to treat them or to be aware of them and what it takes to come back from recovery. I find it to be very fascinating and extremely important for the longevity of people sustaining these types of injuries.
I think what surprised me about this study is just the overwhelming amount of support that we've received from the community. People are so excited to participate. They're very interested in what we're looking at. I think qualitatively, when you ask someone about concussion, everyone has a story, or I was affected, my brother was affected, my child was affected by concussion, and people want to learn more about it.